Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, senhoras e senhores, meus amigos, a minha intervenção não será feita em português, mas não quero deixar de saudar os participantes na minha língua materna, que penso e sei que faz parte das línguas oficiais desta organização. Permitam-me ainda que agradeça as palavras do Sr. Secretário-Geral da Organização, de quem sou conhecido e amigo há muito tempo, e que recordo, como ele, a circunstância terrível de há 8 anos ter ocorrido o que aconteceu e sabemos, e também aquilo que se passou no Palácio de La Moneda. E, portanto, acho que o momento em que esta realização tem lugar, no contexto da Organização dos Estados Americanos, é também a melhor forma de homenagearmos todos aqueles que, por uma razão ou por outra, foram vítimas de circunstâncias tão adversas. O nosso propósito e o nosso objetivo continua a ser a fidelidade à democracia, aos direitos humanos, à esperança numa vida melhor. Portanto, permitam-me agora que passe para inglês. First of all, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to thank the Organization of the American States for inviting me to be here today to share with you some thoughts on the Alliance of Civilizations United Nations initiative. As I have just mentioned to the Secretary General, whom I met again a few moments ago, I would like to see your organization among the group of friends of the Alliance as soon as possible, and to count on your active cooperation to strengthen the regional footing of the Alliance in this part of the world. But just before going into some details, let me extend a very warm greeting to this distinguished audience and wish you a very fruitful debate on the topical issue that you will address during this session. Unfortunately, much to my regret, due to flight constraints, I will have to leave earlier, and please accept my sincere apologies. Ladies and gentlemen, let me divide my notes into 3 parts. First, what the Alliance is all about. Second, how does it operate? And 3, how can the Alliance contribute to achieve the Organization of American States goals? So the first one, what is the Alliance all about? As you may know, the Alliance of Civilizations is a United Nations initiative launched by the Secretary General in 2005 under the co-sponsorship of the heads of government of Spain and Turkey. The Alliance has 3 main aims. First, to address widening rifts among communities and between societies, particularly the so-called West-Islam divide, although there are, unfortunately, many other divides, and divides between the West, within the West, and divides between Islam. Second, to help build bridges between societies by countering the stereotypes and misconceptions that deepen patterns of hostility and mistrust, and by promoting dialogue and understanding. And thirdly, to help counter the rise of extremism. By achieving these goals, the Alliance aims at contributing to develop good governance of cultural diversity, an emerging issue on political and policy agendas in our globalizing world. Cultural and religious diversity, social cohesion, and intercultural dialogue have acquired an ever-growing prominent place on political agendas due to a number of developments such as, for example, permanent migration flows which change the population makeup of most of the countries around the world, new means of communication and the related expansion of media content, an increase in controversies and debates on value systems and identity issues, a reported rise in incidents of discrimination, racism and populism, and globalization and geopolitical changes in general, and of course, world politics. Good governance of cultural diversity is needed, both to foster a culture of peace, prevent conflicts and contribute to peace building in post-conflict situations, and to preserve cultural diversity as what I have been saying, as the fourth pillar of sustainable development. This is what the Alliance is all about, because of its three A's: its aims, its agenda, and its approach. The Alliance, I think, makes a real difference. Now, second part, how does the Alliance operate? In order to de-globalize the above-mentioned goals of the Alliance and turn these general aims into local deliverables, the Alliance develops a results-oriented approach based on partnerships. Partnerships with governments, with international organizations, with civil society organizations, private sector, foundations, and so on. So it aims at creating a wide platform of a dialogue that delivers. In order to deliver, the Alliance develops and supports a number of joint projects and programs. You will find a comprehensive list on our website, www.unraoc.org. The only point I want to make here is that the Alliance is much more a global matcher, a convener and a catalyst of joint initiatives rather than an agency to run programs. Our aim is to help generate networks, promote joint initiatives, and serve as a platform for interactions between a wide range of players across the world. In my view, this is the true added value of the Alliance. In other words, to act, so to say, as a broker, to favor common actions, and to facilitate dialogues between people and all sorts of organizations. Now, apart from that, we have two major tools that I have called national plans and regional strategies for intercultural dialogue. These are, let us say, political tools to try and combine a top-down with a bottom-up approach aimed at developing long-term policies and strategies for good governance of cultural diversity. Only national plans for intercultural dialogue, prepared and implemented by states in close collaboration with civil society organizations, will allow to introduce or reinforce good governance practices and to develop, in time, true policies guaranteeing the rights to diversity and a culture of peace and human rights for citizens.